Attention to the designated grid zone! Move after me. Sorry!
enemy has most of the strategic zones.
We've lost, but next time, victory will be ours.
For the sake of my stream. Oh, it's S-Tone. Hello, S-Tone. Nice to see you again. I've been talking to Laxor, and we expect to be squatting up fairly soon. He's getting his stream up and running on Twitch, and at which point we can, I imagine we'll do an EC of some sort. I've just been doing some tank sim. I've had I was going to say 50-50 success rate, but maybe less than that. The Spitfire does tend to want to flip out if you've got the controls set slightly wrong, and because I'm using an old config file and I'm having to readjust it, I think that might be why I flipped out earlier on. And it's just like you just lose all control. You've got speed, but you can't control, so you end up going in. And the key to that, in case you fly a Spitfire, what I do is I have the multiplier, I have the sensitivities all at 100% for pitch, roll and yaw. They are all at 100%, but the multiplier on the pitch I bring down to somewhere between 0.6 and 0.8 from 1, and then I have the roll multiplier, instead of 1 I have it about 1.1, and that seems to help prevent the flipping out. But once it does it, there's nothing you can do about it. You're going in. So I'm just waiting for Lexor, really. Yeah, the Japanese aircraft are just, well, I'm not sure if they're overdone or whether the Spitfire model is definitely not right. It was nerfed some to in about 1.79 version of War Thunder. The Spit flight model got nerfed, but it's still not right. And a major example of that is when you come into land in a Spitfire, you put your flaps down and your nose pitches upwards, and that seems quite wrong. When you fly in DCS or in FSX, and these are proper flight sims, if you put your flaps down, it actually starts to drop your nose, not raise it, and that seems more correct to me. Yeah, I've told you 5 times because it's so aggravating, and it's just something I can't help spouting on about. But what I'm saying also, that's in War Thunder. In the other flight sims, it doesn't do that. When you see the flaps go down, I mean the Spitfire flaps, they go down, they're either up or down. And when they're down, they are angled down at, I think it's about 86 degrees. So it's like an air brake. That's right, it's not a flight sim, it's a game. It's a good fun game. But that is something, I can't see why they have it doing that. Why they've got that so inaccurate, because to me it is clearly inaccurate, so why they have that I don't know. Yeah, but they could adjust it, couldn't they? They could correct it. It can't be that difficult. Okay, good evening Alexor.
Good evening.
I have
I just want to quickly-
S-Tone on my stream at the moment.
Who, sorry?
S-Tone.
Good evening, Stone.
He's from USA. Ohio, I believe it was. S-Tone, wasn't it? Ohio.
I'm just having a quick check on Discord. Because I'm miffed as to why my overlay works so inconsistently.
Oh, what with the icons flipping on and off with your mic push to talk?
Well, it's not that they're going on and off, it's that they just don't appear.
Yeah, but you said sometimes they do though, didn't you?
They used to, consistently, and I couldn't turn them off. Now, they're not on, and I can't turn them on. And I haven't changed anything.
Yeah. Just going to talk to my stream. Yes, Stone. Yeah, it wouldn't be realistic if the British had jets to fight the 262s. That wouldn't be realistic. Mind you, zeros over Britain is hardly realistic as well. But as you say, of course, it's a game. I don't know how long I'll stream for
I
tonight.
can't work out how to do it. I just turned them off, turned them back on again, and nothing.
Oh, that's a pain. It's good when they work.
Yeah, it just makes no sense as to why they don't show up.
Yeah. Yeah, the spit mirror is good, and I think it is vaguely useful now. It never used to be because the image you got was too inaccurate. But I think it does have some uses nowadays. They've made it better. So Laxor is just getting ready. Not sure what we're going to. I'll ask him. So, what do you want to do in terms of where do you want to start? In a EC or a custom or what?
Yeah, so I was just fighting with my screen layout on the other screen.
Okay. When you say paint jobs, Estone, are you talking about silly things like words written all over it, which would be totally unrealistic?
Because about half a dozen different things I like to be able to see at any one time.
Sorry, say again?
There's about half a dozen things I like to be able to see at any one time. And so I like to be able to see shared comms just to double check, because I've got a visual of when I'm transmitting and when you're transmitting. Private stream stats, all my VU meters for the stream, and my stream dashboard from Twitch on my secondary screen. And then I've got the stream dashboard again on my laptop, which runs the preview of the stream and another copy of the chat. So if I've got, it doesn't matter where I look, in theory, I can't miss any chat messages that come in. So I've got windows all over the place, and if I click on the wrong thing, then it messes up all the layout. So I'm good now.
That's good. What I wish, from my point of view, is on YouTube, if it could just make a blinky sort of noise when someone puts something on the chat, because to keep looking at the chat on the other screen is just a bit crazy.
I try to keep at least one chat close to the edge of the screen, which is also close to the edge of my primary screen. So there's always like something in my periphery that if it twitches, I know that something's come into the chat.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. My chat screen on YouTube is on the secondary screen, and it's sort of over to the right, so it's right next to the game screen. But having said that, well, I think even Estone will know that occasionally I'll say I can see chat coming in, but I can't respond yet because I'm busy and I can't look at it, I can't read it.
There doesn't seem to be much going on the EC. There's a couple of, there's only one EC3 going that's viable. And it's viable for me. I don't know if it'll be viable for us as a squad, because the numbers are even at the moment.
Okay, sorry, an EC, what was that? Sorry.
That was an EC3 Sicily.
Okay, hold on.
But it depends. If you wanna stick with tank sim, I don't mind sticking with that just for the time being.
I don't mind, really don't mind. Whatever you fancy most is good.
I know you're generally more comfy in tank sim, so we can try that and see how long it takes to go in.
Okay.
And if it starts slowing down, can always switch over.
And of course, the problem with that, of course, if I don't like to be in the air if you've got shot down, and you probably feel uncomfortable if I've been shot down and you're flying. So it's the usual thing of landing if one of us goes down.
I just need to just on the off chance I fancy flying British, I need to put my Tempest in.
Okay. And when you're ready, would you want to ping me an invite?
Oh yeah. Okay. I can't find my Tempest. Where's it gone? There it is. Why can't I see it?
I sometimes have that where I'm sort of scrolling up and down and I can't see the aircraft I want. If you don't do tank sim, S-Tone, then this might be an education.
Okay, so it's invited. I'll stick with the yak just for the moment until I get disheartened with it.
Okay, I'm gonna, as of course, oh yeah, readied up. Of course, I'm gonna go with the LF9. Wow, that was quick. Jeez. Wish they all went in as quickly as that. Don't forget to check your fuel.
20 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I use. Going in. Yeah, BC is good, but Tanksim is best.
Okay, I'll follow you up as soon as you got a pressure up.
Okay, it's just us two flying, so that's good. I'm pressuring up now.
Unfortunately, I forgot to start voice tech.
Oh, that's a pity. Although you can start it whilst you're in game, you don't have to start it before game. You have to start Trek
No,
IR before
that's,
game.
yeah. The only issue I have is that it pops up that big screen for about 15 seconds over the top of the game screen.
Yeah, so you have to be in a position where you can
Yeah.
safely just let it fly.
Yeah.
So as usual, I'm going to head up towards their airfield, see what we can find.
Yep.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
This tone is saying that you have a 37mm on board that, yeah?
I believe so, yes.
He's
It's very
asking
nice
what.
when it hits.
Yeah, he's asking what belt. We got someone coming in. He's asking what belt you're using, if you happen to know.
I'm using air targets. Mostly because the air target rounds have a slightly higher velocity. We have one very high in front.
Okay, I've got one directly below the horizon in front of me.
Yeah, he might have fighter escort. In fact, he's coming in over the top of me. I'm turning. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm out. Yeah, he's well on me.
We're ahead of the enemy. Guide on me. I agree. Guide on me.
Watch 6.
I was 12. I was doing a head-on.
I'm down. J2M3 out in 1.
Okay, I'm engaging. But I know he's got friends.
Yeah, there's 2 immediately on us. Got one coming in behind you. He's overshooting on your left, right, coming over your.
Okay, I can
He's
stay on this
peeled.
guy.
He's peeled off the ground, looping over, coming back on your 6. And right behind you.
I'm sure you're already aware, but I'll just point out that S-Tone is saying that you have a good ground pounding machine there.
If you load the correct ammo, yeah, but whenever I load the correct ammo, I end up in dogfights. So,
Yeah, that's the way it goes, isn't it? Doesn't matter about all the theory.
yeah, and it's also very well having a good ground pounder, but if the ground is littered with whirlwinds, you've got no chance of getting close to the ground unless you're
Absolutely.
intending on hitting.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, when you're in an aircraft and you're heading towards the ground at speed, just identifying that something is in fact an enemy is a dangerous thing to do. That's why I never usually hit ground units in tank sim. I just engage the aircraft.
Was it Estone you said was watching you?
S-Tone, yeah.
Estone, is he actually on? I assume he's not actually on my stream as well, is it?
I don't think he can get to Twitch for some reason. S-Tone, can you confirm to me you can't get to Twitch, or you can get to Twitch? Yeah, he's just come back, confirmed no Twitch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a school laptop apparently. And it's
yeah,
Twitch is blocked. Yeah. He's in the States, but I suppose they do the same here, do they?
I'd imagine it's blocked at work as well. So for some reason, it's seen as a site that potentially causes lost productivity.
Oh right, I can't think why.
Which is odd, really, because when you think about it, you could lose just as much time watching YouTube.
Absolutely. I wonder if it's because, I mean, with YouTube, sometimes you don't see adverts, but with Twitch, you pretty much always do. Is that right?
Yeah, to a degree. But I don't know. It's probably just more to do with the fact that it's a purely the idea of it is purely recreational games and violent computer games. That's obviously bad for the nation's children. But the amount of creative streams you get on Twitch, I mean, I'm sure you do a search, you'll find someone doing wood turning on there as well.
Oh, absolutely. You certainly do on YouTube. So yeah, I'm sure you will do on Twitch. The reason that Laxor mentioned wood turning, S-Tone, is because I also do wood turning. It's a very therapeutic pastime, and you can turn out some very nice pieces of wood.
My other hobby is leatherwork, but that's less of a streamable thing, I think.
Leather?
Yeah, there's less going on really with leatherwork, I think.
Yeah, I suppose.
You could do it as an after the fact time lapse video to show something going together. But
that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, you could sort of put together. This is how, I put together a video of how, this is how I created this wallet or whatever.
Yeah.
But I suppose with wood turning, you've got the action, haven't you? You've got the spinning of the wood.
Yeah.
You've got immediate action.
I mean, some people even time lapse that as well. So you show the whole thing, you just skim through some of the slower sections.
Yeah. So you got wood shaves flying off at 100 miles an hour. Well, actually, probably that in reality almost.
This is taking a bit longer, isn't it?
Yeah. S-Stone was saying about if I hate Japanese aircraft that much, they're flammable. Of course they are, yeah, because they were mostly wood and paper. So use tracers, but that you can't gear up for one particular kind of plane, so that
Not only
wouldn't
that,
work.
but unless they're in front of you and you know it's a Jap in the first, as soon as they're behind you, that's it, it's game over.
That's right.
Or at least I find that. I mean,
no, that's right. That's my whole point. Even with aircraft that should be able to turn with them, it can't happen. So there's something wrong with the flight models. But we know that anyway because of the spit flight model. When you drop the flaps and the nose goes up.
what would be really interesting is if Eagle Dynamics or someone put together a Japanese aircraft to go alongside the 109 to do a like-for-like comparison. I mean, would you be able to outturn a Japanese aircraft in a Spitfire and DCS because they've got the flight models more accurate?
Yeah, that would be interesting. I know that the Spitfires did have a tough time with the Japanese aircraft when they were up against them, but whether it's impossible, I mean, with this, it's impossible, isn't it? As soon as they get on your tail, there is no chance. You can't get away from them. That's why people fly
Unless you're particularly good. Yeah, I mean, if you're working as a squad and you know how to fly as a squad, I think KK was showing me a picture of a flight path that 2 aircraft can take to evade a better aircraft, and it's about you weave across each other and you weave further and further out until at some point one aircraft on their weave in ends up with the target aircraft in front of them, and then you can take a shot.
Yeah.
But you have to know what you're doing for that, and I certainly don't.
No, well, me neither. Okay, I'm going to roll, okay?
Yep, I'll follow you.
Japan, hate Japan.
I'll be going through the valley.
The valley that's beyond the
to
peak.
our left. No, if we just get round, so we're coming out of 2 troughs, aren't we? If you go round to the left, there's a valley that will take us round to the back of their airfield.
Oh, that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we can do that. I'm turning now.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
S-Tone reckons that fighting Japanese aircraft above 3,000 meters means that they will lose. I'm not convinced about that, but maybe. At least I'm not convinced about it within War Thunder.
Yeah, 3,000 meters. What is that? About 7,000 feet.
About 9,000 feet.
I suppose the air would be thinner then. And with a lighter aircraft, would that change their flight characteristics?
Oh, I'm sure it would, but I'm not sure that in reality it would. But how that works in War Thunder, I'm not sure, because War Thunder isn't that accurate. It has got some accuracies.
Are we going to keep it tight into the mountain here, so we don't get too close to that triple?
Yeah, we've got to stay pretty pretty well hug the mountain, I think. They've got one on the runway.
Yeah. Is that on
I did see one, I'm sure.
I can see something black on the runway, but I'm not sure if it's just a bad render from distance or
No,
it's natural.
no, it's moving. It's moving.
Oh, okay.
I might make a turn and try and leave the turn late and go head on.
Okay.
But I think we've got to be careful because the airfield will be pounding us.
Yeah.
I might even continue where I am. It depends on how fast he is, and then cut round and try and get behind him. But then again, he's probably got a rear gunner. That's what people tend to use on the other side, isn't it? They use planes that have got rear gunners.
Oh,
Or
I've lost him
Japanese
for a second.
planes.
I can't tell where.
I think I can see him. I can see him. I'm making a turn to the left and I'm trying to keep him in sight.
Okay, he's actually going to be coming around on my 6 shortly. So I'm going to try and draw him away from the airfield.
Well, I've lost him again now.
He's low and slow, straight line out of the airfield, just passing one of the first ridges from the airfield.
The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
I'm going to make a turn on the assumption that I'm cutting in behind him now.
He's around U7. Although, having looked at my map and away, I've now totally lost him. Oh no, I've got him. I've got his...
I'm seeing something, but I'm not sure if I'm seeing you.
I've got smoke. At least I should have.
Okay, I'm not seeing... Yes, I am seeing you. Have you got eyes on him?
Yep, he's on my 12. He is running purple smoke. He's a Stuka.
He's running purple.
He's a Stuka.
No, there's something else. Twin engine. Purple.
Stuka's down.
I'm going for the other one. But my plane wants to flip out.
Yep. I've taken damage in my left wing. Not sure what it is. Are you firing?
Yeah, he's down, I think. Yeah, he's down.
Right, I'm returning.
Me too. They talk about it as if it was a manoeuvre that never happened in reality, and of course it did.
Yeah. But it's only camping when it happens to you.
Yeah.
I've got a high dot in front of us. I'm assuming that's you.
I'm seeing a high dot. I think it's someone
It's
coming out of
coming,
our airfield. There is another aircraft. There's... Hold on. It might be the P-36.
I'm going to turn on it because I'm not sure. I don't know where he went.
Right, I'm going to come in from the back of our airfield, do it correctly.
Okay.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Getting down.
That was a pretty bad landing. I was coming in way too fast
Yeah, so
because of the way I
I've just
had
been
to
trying
drop.
to kill off the speed.
Reloading.
I forgot about that lip before the airfield.
Yeah, yeah, you have to be careful of that.
Right, I'm just going to kick up voice tech.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Okay. If you don't normally do sim S-tone, then you might not be aware. You might not. I assume you've noticed
going
that there's
back up
no
in this one,
markers.
or are you going
So-
back up in this one, or are we going out?
Well, we're both alive, so I'm quite happy to carry on.
We're both alive, but the match isn't going to last much longer.
Well, I can come in.
Let's see what we've got left. We've got 2 tanks and 3 aircraft. And there's a lot of them left. I don't think we can pull a win off out of this.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, by the time we get back up in the air and anywhere near anything, it'll be over.
Yeah.
Oh, were you already back up?
Yeah, I just made a turn. I'm coming in.
Oh, right, okay. Gear, gear, gear.
Pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
I must have hit it twice. I've done that before, where I accidentally hit the button twice. S-Tone has put some messages on, which I shall try and read in a minute.
This time
Yeah, the temperature in the spit, the Mark II tends to go up quickly as well. This tone is asking, why don't you use the Yak 9 UT?
The Yak 9 UT.
Yeah.
Hang on. The thing I don't like about War Thunder, other than its other little niggles, is the fact that once you've got one window open, every other window is locked.
Yeah.
So all I want to do is look at the tech tree, but I can't without
You
closing
can't
the
look at
queue.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Right, the Yak 9. The Yak 9 UT. Okay, the major reason I'm not using that is because I don't have it researched.
Well, that's
I
a very
have.
reasonable reason.
There are one, two. I'd have to research 3 entire planes before I could even purchase it, and I need to research, I think, at least 1 or 2 other planes before that within the rank 3 tier before I can even move on to rank 4 for Russia. So that's quite a lot of research to go.
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah. But the main, what is, so the Yak 9 UT has a turn of 20.2. It has some, it doesn't have the 32, it's only got 23 mil. Though it's got 80 rounds, so not even twice as many rounds. Turn time in the 9T is 17.2, so that's one of the primary reasons it's a faster turner.
And that would make me want to use the 9T.
Yeah. I think on the Russian tree, that's probably the best turner other than the Yak 3U, which is 18.2.
He's also pointing out the Yak 3P.
3P. There's a 9P, not a 3P.
Oh well. Well, considering the time, we probably need to jump into something else.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm forgetting we're on a bit later than usual. But I'm on later than usual. Right, okay.
That was nice and quick. I had quite a good battle on this map. I've got it on my stream, on my channel. Yeah, it was quite manic. I got a couple of kills and survived. And I can't remember if we won or not. I think we might have won as well.
This is certainly more comfortable than the last time I was on this map. I know it was Sinai, wasn't it, last night? That was the night mission.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I did one in a storm earlier on. Don't like it at all. Okay, it's just you and I in aircraft, which I like. Not recognising any names particularly. I'm gonna start boosting.
Okay.
And I'll brake to the left after I've taken off. Well, in honesty, Stone, when you're in battle, you can't take too much notice of what's coming on the chat anyway if you're engaged. So it's probably just as well that you didn't have Twitch.
I can just about do it. I mean, I have no idea how these streamers do it. I mean, there's a few that I watch that regularly have over 1,000 people watching, and
Yeah,
I've
I
no
don't
idea
know.
how they keep up with what's going
Yeah,
on.
but I've seen that, and I've been watching absolute rubbish. So why are they all watching it?
For some reason, arcade seems to pull in quite a lot of viewers.
Yeah,
But the other stuff I watch are quite established streamers. They've got personalities and they've got characters, and they do roleplay servers, so they're acting out their roleplay whilst communicating with the people watching them. So, you know, what would my character do now, and they're discussing it and that sort of thing.
yeah,
So that's quite an interesting one to watch. And they tend to be slight characters anyway, so it's not all straight roleplay.
yeah.
So you get a lot of daft
Turning.
stuff as well.
Yeah, I'm turning to the left.
I'm on your 6.
Yeah, I see you. Saying arcade is fun. No, to me arcade isn't fun. It's just daft. What countries are
crazy?
you going agent? Hey? Don't know what that question means. What countries are you going agents?
Against?
Oh, against. Yeah, it's just a bit of a typo. Okay. This will be Germany, Italy and Japan, I think, and possibly others.
No, I think it's just the 3.
Is it?
Yeah. Airfield's clear.
Okay.
Are we taking fire? Yes, we are. Watch 6. Watch the ground. Watch the ground.
Okay, I made a turn. Hear or see any fire coming up. But a location, when you look at it, yeah, it would have prompted it.
Oh dear, I'm flying the wrong direction.
Oh. I'm flying east.
I panic turned, but ended up flying towards their airfield.
Oh yeah, I see your purple smoke.
Okay, I'll turn that off. Didn't turn that on intention.
I'm turning slow to the left. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could join us there, Stone, but bear in mind we would still be flying the way we are flying. What is it that prevents you from doing sim? Is it because of your control setup? Yeah. Why would?
2 dots in the air, 2 dots in the air.
Whereabouts? What, near their field?
Just trying to reacquire. They're coming out right between the 2 airfields actually, so I'm not entirely sure where they've come from. I'm flying in an easterly direction to the north of the battle. I've got one's being fired at currently. I don't know where the other one went.
You might be seeing me as well. I'm east, but I'm at about 3 map squares east, roughly, of the battle area.
Might have been, well no, the one I saw wasn't you, that was going over the battle zone. Have we got any other aircraft? Yes, we've got one other.
Yeah. I'm seeing an aircraft over the battle zone. Are you in that location, near the lake?
Not over it. I'm flying towards it.
There's something being shot at from ground units.
I'm not seeing that ground fire yet, but I'm turning off because I'm being shot at ground unit, I think.
Yeah, are you diving a bit?
I'm low and level.
Near the lake?
Look.
Was that
Flying
enough?
towards their airfield.
Okay.
Turning off. Yeah, there is one aircraft, I'm pretty sure that must be ours. I'm flying over the small lake and getting fired at. There's one aircraft diving on the battle zone, firing. Did not hit anything and is now pulling.
P-63 that is, I think, is ahead of me now.
Right. Watch out for ground fire.
Yeah, I'm moving up into a safer area.
That's potentially me on your 6, or someone's 6.
I'm heading towards the right-hand lake. There is an aircraft climbing. I think it's probably the P-63.
Yeah. No, I think I'm behind you. There's one aircraft high, probably lining up for a diving strafe. Got too many smudges on my
P-63
screen.
is ahead of me. They're shooting at him.
Yeah.
I get out of this location.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
If I thought I had half a chance of hitting that Werbel, I'd go for it. Red Tracer.
Sorry, I'll
Okay.
just talk to myself then. We have to aim a whole aircraft at them. They just spin their turret.
Yeah. I did just get a hit on a tank. Unfortunately, because it was a high explosive round, it didn't really do a whole hit. But I won't even be credited with a hit.
Right. Are you headed towards the small lake?
Yeah, headed towards the small one.
Okay, and you're also therefore headed towards the
Turned off.
ground units. Katsuner's had just lost a second vehicle, so he might come back up in an aircraft on the assumption that he's been on ground units.
Enemy forces have captured that zone. This time the enemy has proven stronger. Withdraw.
Both survived anyway.
Is it going to credit me with a hit? Oh, it's credited me with 2 hits, blimey.
Oh, good. Don't think
just
I
clicked
should
too
find my
bad.
guns.
That's the only reason why I went in on the battlefield, is just to say that I fired something.
Yeah. S-Tone has gone for a moment, but he was saying he wished he could join us, but he has an awful lot of advice to offer.
That's us queuing again.
Say again?
I've just started us queuing.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was just a string of messages coming in one after the other about what you should be doing with yaks.
Well, when he gets a laptop that hasn't got Twitch blocked, he can come and tell me himself.
He said exactly that. He's saying like he could shout at you instead of going via me.
Yep, shout you want. That's cool. Right, we have one
He's
other
back.
aircraft with us.
Raveldo's back. So just us and that P-47. I'm gonna boot. Oh, hang on.
Roger.
Okay, I'm throttling up. And with the Mark 9, the boost, the throttle picks up much more quickly than with the 2B.
Right. Oh, we don't have to worry about confusing the P-47 anymore, because he crashed and that did sound quite terminal.
Yeah, it did sound terminal, didn't it? There's an F4U up with there with us as well. Oh, I wasn't looking where I was going. I was heading off the map.
Been told to return to the battlefield already.
Yeah, over a map square away from the edge, and we're being told to return.
So at least a map and a square and 3/4 short.
Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the airfields, you come in to land on the wrong side, and it's telling you to go back. It's silly. In response to S. Tony saying, what was the final version or mark of the Spit? I believe it was the 24, which I've got, but I stop at the Mark 9, the LF9, because to me the LF9 is the best. I've got all the others, but I like the LF9 best.
Yeah, Saradovan was saying, Saradovan on stream was saying that you thought there was a Mark 40 or something.
A Mark 40? Well, maybe. In War Thunder I think it only goes up to 24, but whether there were others beyond that before it came out of use, I don't know.
I'm really looking forward to trying a new monitor. I don't know when I'll get to do it, but I'm looking forward to it. Because well, actually I'm not sure, but I'm wondering if half of my identification issues is down to the fact that I'm not running the bog standard resolution that a lot of people assume you've got now. So perhaps my monitor resolution being less than 1024 or 1080, sorry, perhaps that's causing some form of graphical scaling, which means I'm missing some detail.
Yeah, it could be.
We've got 3 airplanes in the air.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
stuff
sorry,
over the battle zone. I'm seeing some aircraft in that direction.
Yeah, Red saying he used to like the Mark 16 before they messed up the flight model. But
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot.
I guess you could say that about any Spitfire, though.
Yeah, 1.79 is notorious for the fact that the Spit flight model got totally nerfed and never got corrected. S-Tone has a fixation on yaks.
I don't blame them, they're pretty good. Well, this one's,
Yeah.
I don't know about the other ones, especially for my fly style. Right, I've got no idea why you or anyone else's.
I'm over the battle zone following something up. I can't follow all of S-Tone's messages. There's so much there, I can't follow it all.
Okay, yeah, I've got 3 dots in front, so off of mine 3. I'm seeing a low dot. Okay, someone's just come down. Okay, that was the F-47, fair enough.
It's had someone right in front of me and I just lost them to the background. I bet they didn't lose me.
I can see two dots in front of me, one low, one slightly higher.
I'm turning to the left continuously at the moment.
Okay, that might be you on my 9. There's got someone coming in behind that target. Check 6, check 6. Have you got someone in front of you?
Not that I can see.
Check your 6, 2 aircraft, one's me.
Okay, I am seeing, yeah. You just fired?
Yep, I'm firing. I'm missing, but I am firing. Down.
Well done. That was nice and decisive. We have to be careful because he's probably got mates in the area. I might be gone when you get back, S-Tone. S-Tone's going for a shower.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
Do you need to go back, reload, repair?
Yeah, I'm considering rearming actually. No, repairs are fine, but I might as well keep the ammo topped up.
Yep, I'll go back.
Returning to the airfield.
6 currently appears clear. There is 1 dot to one side of the battle zone. That might be you.
I'm in J9.
Yeah, that could have been you.
I'm throttling back now.
Yeah, I'm going way too fast. I'm going to go... I'm just at the front of the airfield, so I'll loop around and kill some speed.
Yeah, if you go near the edge of the map, it will probably tell you to get back to the battle area. So with that in mind, I just go straight. I don't like it when it keeps telling me. I'm waiting for it to force me.
If you keep just to the south of Boulade. Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm just getting the mark at the shout now.
Right. Thing is, if you go alongside the airfield, if I go over the heliport, actually over the helicopter field, then that would make it easier. I can make a wider turn. But to prevent being told to get back to the battle area, you have to go very close to the airfield, and then you're making a tight turn at the end. So I'm going to make approach. I'm doing my downwind to the north of the airfield, to the north of the helicopter field.
Leading for landing.
just catching up on some of my chat messages. So Mark 24 was the final variant. Seradophin was saying I think he got confused over that one.
Yeah. When you said about the other possibility, only War Thunder that stopped at 24.
Yeah.
That's,
I've just seen the messages in chat.
yeah. When I if I'm sending it, if I send a message to the other side, I always forget to change it. I just send it to my
Yeah.
team and have to send it again. But you can't copy and paste.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon? Is it worth even taking off?
Yeah, we're not going to get back. We're not going to get back to the battle zone by the time that
No.
finishes. It's
No.
going down at quite a rate of knots, isn't it?
Yeah. Lots of jump. Or just wait for it to finish. Sit here. I'm going to switch the engine
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, save some fuel.
Absolutely.
We suffered a defeat. Head back to base.
Billy's online.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, wrong button. Okay. It's just someone else that can ruin my day.
Well, it's just that he tends to fly Japanese.
Yeah, I think I've got him once at KK's exclamation.
Yeah, I've got him, but he does fly the Japanese aircraft to quite good effect.
Yeah.
And as we used to do, like when I was flying with KK and between ourselves, eventually I think he almost always does tanks him.
Yeah.
Just us two and a mosquito.
Well, at least that's easy to identify, I suppose. He's a bit quick off the mark, isn't he?
What's that? Sorry.
The mosquito. He's
Oh,
gone
well,
already.
He's gone already, has he? Right, S-Tone. You can continue with what you're saying, but I won't necessarily see it all because you do tend to put rather a lot on. Oh look, we've had a team kill between our tankers. What a surprise!
Two of the same tanks.
Yeah.
Hang on, we've got another aircraft.
Yeah, I just noticed him.
Okay, so at least they're all twin engines, so they're easy to identify. Oh, hang on, there's another one. Oh dear. So we've got 5 aircraft.
Yeah, but there are, say, twin engines. Oh, another team kill on our side with the same tanks. Oh,
And he jumped. He got a team kill and then he jumped.
yeah, right. Okay, I'm going up.
Oh, that's very nearly another tower kill. Just looked out the left side of the aircraft to see those tents and that tower looming towards.
So you adjusted in time.
Just about.
I'm going to go a bit further north and make a turn, come down the airfield. Sorry, I think I might have cut myself off there. I'm going further north and I'm going to come down the river to parallel with their airfield.
Okay, I'm on your 6, I'll follow you around.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, I looked away from the screen. Oh no, I've lost you.
Should be in front of you. I'm seeing a green dot.
Either right. Okay, I'm below you. Directly below you.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to make a turn to the left so that we don't end up turning towards their airfield too much.
Okay, I'm going to do a turn to the left also, but I'm going to try and get back round onto your 6.
Okay.
After I've located you, that is. And that was a failure.
I've got smoke on. I was seeing 2 aircraft near their airfield.
Okay.
I think they are their aircraft.
Right, I've just seen the smoke. Yes, I see the aircraft. Yeah, they're off my 9.
Yeah, so they got 2 up. One's low, one's high. I'm going to go for the one in front, which is lower.
Okay.
I've throttled up.
Yep, same.
Change target. It's come right in front of me.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Oh, no, it's ours. Jeez, I nearly fired at him. Now I've lost the other guy, I think. No, I haven't.
Yeah, I've got him. I've got him. He might be friendly as well if that one was friendly.
Well, they weren't getting shot at. The one I'm going for, I think, is going for blue units.
Yeah, he's low over the water, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm off of your 5 distant.
He's friendly.
Blimey, okay. I suppose there was a number of aircraft.
I just don't understand how they got so close to that airfield and were not getting shot at.
Mm.
I'm not seeing anything on their field. I'm going to break off to the north. It's snowing.
Yeah, seen it.
The trouble, Estone, the trouble with going up high is you make a lovely silhouette for them to see you. And they are more difficult to find because they've got ground below them.
Yeah, low and fast. Low and fast, and if you really good magenta smoke.
Yeah, so you're saying, Estone, so that you can see all the aircraft. Yeah, they may appear as black dots, but so do trees on the ground appear as black dots. So
Yeah.
they're much more difficult to see.
I have to say I concur with Bill. If you get altitude, or you've got dark green dots silhouetted against light green and dark green trees, fields, and whatever else. At least when you're low, you've got a black dot silhouetted on a white background or grey. I'm just underneath you, turning onto your 6.
Yeah, I see you. And I don't know that they do appear as black. They appear as pixels, and they're just a dark colour. You can't discern. You can't see the difference between. Oh, I've got an aircraft. I think it's ours there. Can't tell the difference between a black pixel dot and a tree as a pixel dot.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at when we're looking at the airfield, I can feel footsteps. My chair just...
Your chair just moved.
Yeah, sorry, Just checking to see if anyone's wandered into the bedroom.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's ended. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I recognized earlier as well, the S-Tone, but it turned out to be a friendly, the one that I was looking at. So you have to be very careful. You're not going to get a marker in this. You have to be careful that you don't make friendly kills.
Are you going again?
Yeah, I can go again, I think.
Okay, I got a grand total of 0, 0, 0, and 0 out of that.
I didn't even look at mine. See, S-Tone, I wouldn't guarantee that that was an HS. It might have been, but my head's flitting around. I'm looking at all sorts of other things. I don't get enough time to look at it to be sure. So I have to make sure that I get close enough to definitely identify it. I don't want to fire on one of my own aircraft.
It's the same as, similar to watching a game show and being on a game show, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. If you're on the game show, it's a totally different thing to watching it. Because the viewer only needs to look at the aircraft that is a possible enemy, but as the player you have to look at everything else as well. You're looking around you, you're trying to look at all sorts of stuff and be aware of all sorts of things. Yeah, I think we've probably all played the game quite a lot, S-Tone, but we learn in our own way, don't we?
Of course, you could always just kick up the game and show us how it's done.
Well, he can't because he uses a console that's so he can't do sim very easily and that. Yeah, and that is one advantage, S-Tone, of flying other aircraft and getting to know them better. If you fly the other aircraft and you know them well enough, they're perhaps easier to identify. But I don't fly the other aircraft. I'm not going to take a chance and possibly shoot down a teammate. I've done it. We've all done it.
Yeah, I don't actually think that's true either, though. If you're flying the aircraft, generally, you don't sit there looking at your own plane. You're looking everywhere apart from your plane.
Yeah, that's true. Although if people are flying in realistic or in the other one, arcade, they can jump out and look at their aircraft, can't they? We can't jump out. Yeah. We can't jump out, and I don't want to jump out. That's totally wrong.
Mm. Elknard on my chat was saying he flies 109s predominantly, and when he flies a P-38, it makes it easier for him to get the 109 because he knows how he has to fly the 109 in order to get the kill.
Yeah, that's
so yeah, I can certainly appreciate you can make the characteristics work in your favour, but it doesn't necessarily make them easier to identify.
Yeah, that's right. You can get to know what they can do, you know what you can do to combat it to some degree if you've flown that other vehicle enough. But as you say, identifying it when you're looking around you, looking at all sorts of other stuff, identifying it as a definite enemy, which you have to in in tank sim. You can't take a chance and just hope for the best. You're not going to see a marker, and you're likely to get a team kill if you just go for it.
Yeah, the team kill isn't cheap in tank sim.
That's right. I'm going.
It's, you might call it disproportionately expensive.
Yes, Tony is saying that you've got the cool paint job on your yak, which he doesn't have. To me, the paint job doesn't mean much anyway. That's why I would never spend money on paint jobs. Like some people that we know have done that, and I wouldn't spend money on paint jobs because it's irrelevant to me. It's irrelevant. I'd rather the paint job was realistic,
Yeah.
which the standard ones probably are. Or
I have no
reasonable.
idea what the big draw is with that god-awful blue paint job that people keep seem to...
Any paint job that didn't appear within that period,
Yeah.
to me, is just out of
It's
place.
period of service.
Yeah, it's out of place. It shouldn't be there. It's like playing when we do EC and we find all these P47s on the German side. It's just wrong. And it's only because people have bought them, and Gaijin have to allow them to use them as much as possible. There's a lot of aircraft on our side.
Italy.
Yeah. There's a lot of aircraft here on our
Yeah,
side.
we've got 2 tanks. And I think that's indicative of... well, watch it, you got an aircraft turning. I think that might have been friendly. It looks sandy yellow. That looks suspiciously like a Italian.
I think what I saw was friendly because the ground units were shooting at it.
Something's... okay, yellow's a P63 apparently. Okay, that's a good shout. I got a smoker. Although that's a P38 that's just taking ground for. That one I do know.
You have to be careful, there's a German twin hull as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm on your 6. Yes,
Yeah.
I am. I'll just show you a green
got your
dot.
green marker behind.
I've got someone on my 6. I'm turning, taking evasive, but I don't think I'm going to get away with it. He's shot my engine up. The spit engine seems pretty delicate.
Are you going over? Is he just gone over the top? Okay, yeah, I see him.
Yeah, he's gone over the top. I'm assuming it's an enemy. It might not be.
Yep, Japanese.
Okay. Oh, it's Walk 8 again. J2M5. He's 100. So I felt
Yeah, he
comfortable.
flies like it too.
He didn't when I was flying in over Normandy. He seemed to be holding it fairly straight. Maybe he just thought he could climb out of the problem.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
No, that's me gone.
Did you say you've gone?
Yep, I am now.
Okay, I'm returning. You do seem to know a lot about aircraft, Estone. They're not useless facts, but they can't always be taken on board, especially when we're in combat.
No, I know I'm on a timer. I got shot down. Why am I on a 2-minute timer
You
for
shouldn't be
getting
on a
shot down?
timer. No, that shouldn't happen, should it? If it's a Russian aircraft, Estone, I'm not really going to be looking at it. How long is your timer?
1 minute 20 left.
Okay.
Forty-five seconds.
Where's that? No, we can't keep diverting, Estone. That's why we're not going to be looking too much at that.
That's very true. Wrong button.
Yeah, I figured.
Right, sorry. 45 seconds up. You good to queue, or are you?
Yeah.
What time are you gonna call? Okay, queue it.
Nice and quick again. Okay, I'm going to roll.
Roger.
I'm just going to talk to my stream.
Roger.
Yeah, just a quick chat to my stream. Yeah, subs and viewers, I mean, it really doesn't bother me. As I say, I don't do this. I don't stream to get subs and to get viewers. I stream so that if there's someone out there that will enjoy watching it, then if they enjoy watching it but don't get the chance to do it, then that's good.
Check location, we're getting close to that airfield.
Yeah, just turn it.
Attention to the designated grid zone. The enemy is winning.
I'm turning again.
Roger that, I've lost track of where I was.
I think
We've got 4 aircraft on our side. I can see
I like it when there's
potentially
not
you
much.
just... but there's 4 of us at the moment. You're just over the lake, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
And away from now.
Yeah, I'm just sliding in behind you.
Just talking to my stream again.
Okay.
Yeah, if it got really popular, that's fine. It's nice. There is, of course, the danger that the more popular and the more viewers, the more diversion you get when you're trying to fly. So, you know, it comes as a double-edged sword, doesn't it? On one side, it's nice to have the viewers, it's nice to have people there joining you, watching, commenting, but it's also a distraction. So I say I don't do the streaming to get subs and viewers, but if they're there, that's great. You know, we have a chat,
Well, we've
don't
got
we?
a bomber coming in, I think, into the battle zone from
What?
their airfield, unless that was a graphical artifact.
I'm not seeing it. I'm roughly flying towards their
yeah.
airfield.
No, I thought it was further along. It looks like it's just a graphical artifact or something sticking out of the water further into
Okay.
the... Are you flying back towards their airfield at the moment?
I've now made a turn away from their airfield and flying towards the lake.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll leave it on this both chats, but Estone, if I did get really popular, I would still fly and run the stream the same way as I do now, because as I say, it's not. I don't do it don't stream to get viewers. I stream in case someone else can get fun from it.
Another case of breaking news. Streamer does what he damn well pleases. Shocks audience.
Yeah. If people want to join me and talk about it, it's great. I think it's it's good fun. I like it, but I don't do the streaming to get it.
When you stream to get an audience, unless you've already got something that pulls something, most streamers that have massive audiences are doing what they want. It's just that it appeals to a great number of people.
Yeah.
But when you're artificially trying to augment your stream to attract viewers, then that's not a stream. That's just another job.
Yeah. As I say, it depends on why you're doing it. To me, I only stream to share. That's all. It's just to share it with anyone that wants to join me. Anyone that wants to have a quick chat about it and ask about it and watch it and get fun from it. It's just to share. That's all it's for. It's not to be popular. If it gets popular, fine. It won't change the way I fly and the way I do the game.
Yeah. Got our blue unit over the water. Just went underneath me, going towards the lake, pulling up, going over.
Roger that. I'm seeing 3 aircraft at the moment over the battle area.
Oh,
I'm seeing combat. Yeah, and it was red tracer, which could mean that.
I've got a Japanese right behind me, and I think the red tracer was trying to shoot the Japanese.
Okay.
So I'll give him a bit of slack on that one. And the Japanese is going to get me because he's just turning too tight.
I am coming towards you, but I'm a bit distant.
Damn, dude. Sorry, that was the wrong button. Oh,
Did it again, I just lost him. Can you call? Yeah.
I think the whatever was shooting at me went down because there was a Kai that went down behind me, and I think the one that was chasing it went down as well.
Okay. Just as well, because I lost you. I mean, I can manage to lose an aircraft when it's right in front of me, because I lose it against the trees. I'm seeing something.
You only have to take your eyes off for a second, and it dips below your nose, and you.
Yeah, and you don't know whether it's gone to left, right, or what. Getting close to their airfield, peeling away.
Yeah.
I haven't managed to get all your message there, S-Tone, but yeah, catch you again sometime. Thanks for joining me. I'm picking up a lot of flak now from their airfield, and I'm a couple of map squares away. I'm picking up flak. I said that on the wrong one. I was picking up flak. I was at least a couple of good map squares away from their airfield, and I was picking up flak. They have made that.
I got
worse.
Potential target on my 12. I don't have a blue dot that I can see.
Okay, I've got to go in though, because I have picked up damage from the flak.
Pass it.
think I'll probably go straight in if I can lose some speed.
Somebody cover me!
Got him.
Nice, well done.
Oh no!
Oh, it happens. It happens.
Getting down!
Right. Right, I feel obliged now to go in over the battle zone to at least try and do some damage, and if not, get shot down.
Okay.
Attention to the map!
So that was...
Well, Leader 60v3 was very sporting about it. He didn't blast you, so that's good. And I don't. If someone shoots me down on a team kill,
Yeah.
it happens.
It's a bit different. It's a bit different if it's EC, obviously, because you got the markers, but...
Yeah. But in this, you can expect
Yeah.
friend. It happens in
Yeah.
real life, damn it. So it's bound to happen
Yeah.
here.
Even when it's electronically assisted.
Yeah.
Attention to the map!
I need someone to get on a point so that I know whether they're ours or theirs.
Yeah. Are you heading out over the water and turning back to land?
Turning back in, yeah. Keeping
Okay, I
behind
think-
the A point.
I think I have you. Yeah, them diamond wings.
Yeah, diamonds, not circles. Stars, sorry, not circles.
Yeah, but I've done that. You see the red star, and because you get a glimpse, you take it to be a red circle. I've done that.
Yeah. I was just saying to people on my stream, is that I don't like these 2-point maps because as soon as one side gets one of the points, they just turtle down and they don't move.
Yeah.
At least with the 3-point maps, you get a lot more. You get a lot more movement on the map.
When I was blabbing on earlier on, by the way, about not being here to pull in subs and all that sort of stuff, and if they join me, it's great. I was only going into that because S-Tone had said about I think there was only 2 viewers on my stream at the time, and he said you really deserve more viewers and more subs, and that's what started me off with I'm not really worried, you know, if people want to watch it, that's great.
Well, it's nice of him to at least acknowledge he wasn't just sitting there. I'm better than Yao. It's he's saying that you were worthy of his endorsement.
Yeah, I mean, he actually said, I'll quote this: Bill, you're honestly one of my favourite streamers. Now, it could be that I'm the only one he watches, who knows. He's a very recent addition. He subbed very recently.
Yeah.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
Take it you're over the battle zone?
Yeah, I'm surprised I've lasted this long, to be honest.
There's normally a whirlwind
I
of my name.
tank. I've not seen any armour, regardless of side. Well, not knowingly anyway.
They're probably tucked in alongside buildings, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I'm zoomed in and stuff. I'm just not seeing.
And that's what I find, and that's one of the reasons why I only fly. I don't go for ground units. I don't do tanks. Don't go for ground units. Generally, I have done, but generally speaking, I don't.
I did just see an aircraft go past me, but I don't know. I don't quite know which way it went.
I'm just heading out over the lake from just south of the battle zone.
Well, it's possible it was another PE, so I'm not going to fire at it just yet. But it was, I think, was that it? Paying more close attention to the map this time. Right, it's one of ours going over the battle zone, twin tail plane.
Okay. They've only got one guy left.
Oh, no wonder I'm not seeing anything then.
Yeah, and he's probably in the tank. So, and he might just be surviving, so he's probably just sitting tucked in somewhere where no one can find him.
Trouble is though, with our side not having an A point, that means we will lose, even if unless we actually take out their person.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's got to mean.
and not only that, but the battle's going to run to full. Oh, it's got 4 minutes left, but it's going to end in a stalemate because no one's moving.
Someone's gonna win.
Well, it was to be one of ours, because really there's no excuse not to if we outnumber them 4 to.
Attention to the designated grid square!
Do you reckon that's where the last enemy tank is? Did you know you could smoke?
I think he might be watching the A point. I think that might yeah, whoever's got the B point. It's the main road through the town. The end near the water has got. No. Well, my score is going to be absolutely decimated by that team kill.
Yeah, you might lose about 22 grand for that.
Yep, 22 minus 22,000. She was minus 26,000, but I had about time worth 2.5. So that's wiped out my entire winnings for the evening plus some.
It happens.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got no one on my now, so I'm going to close it.
Okay.